Welcome to Rotary District 5100's Partners in Service program, Part 4. Partners in Service is a program in District 5100 where we bring guests from all over the world to our district to share their projects. Many of the people that we have brought over the years have been incredible leaders in their country and in the world community. One such individual is our guest from Niger. Gaston Kaba is here to talk with us today, being interviewed by past District Governor Dick Elixman. Let's join them.
Gaston, you're very modest about your Rotary career. Could you tell us about your involvement with the eradication of polio?
That's my priority number one, because I want to rest until we see the last polio case in Niger and over in the world. I remember in 1988, Rotary was appointed me as the national chairman of the Polio Plus Committee. Since then, they keep renewing my mandate, which I loved, because we have so many polio victims in Niger. And today, fortunately, or I would say unfortunately, we had eradicated polio in 2006, but now we have 13 cases. Now, if you take the number of cases all over the world, it's about 47 cases. Nigeria itself accounts for 707 cases. So the other countries have been recontaminated like us. So that's why we really want to make it a priority. With our 15 border, with Nigeria, we have to work together to finish, polio and kick it out once for all from Niger and Nigeria. So we try to help each other.
So, Gaston, could you tell us a little bit about the economic standard of what the average family makes in Niger?
Well, I would say at least 60% of the people live under $1 per day. So this is, we used to be for many years the poorest country in the world. We ranked 177th according to Human Development Index, but now we jumped to 174, which means we are making progress. And we hope the level of poverty is going to really alleviate it by the Rotary action, because we don't select projects if it doesn't help fight poverty, if the beneficiaries are not involved, if the Rotarians are not involved, and if many of the stakeholders are not involved. And we make sure also we implement sustainable projects that can last. We can leave a heritage to the people we are helping, and also make sure that all the Rotarians are professionally, physically, and even mentally involved in our project implementations. So now we are very interested in a kind of set of school equipment that we are going to implement with our project, Niamey Croix du Sud. So if I have time at the end, I'll try to talk about the club and Niger. Now, this is the project itself. We need to help school children, especially primary school, to really study in good conditions. So on the right of the screen, on the left, this is a normal school in an urban area, nice, stable, clean, not too crowded. But on the other two pictures just shows the schools in the rural areas. As you can note, especially the last one on the right, most of the kids, actually who account for 90% of primary school students in Niger, many study under straw, what you call it, classes made in straw and millet stalk. You'll see that soon. So this is, we have at least 11,000 classrooms that are made of simple straw and millet, and this is very, very difficult for the students. When the rains comes in June, of course, the storms, the winds, the classes collapse, and that's what happens. Fortunately, the kids are on vacation. So this is some of the tables. One, they are not protected, so they leave them out in the elements, and when the rain comes, of course, these are deteriorated because they're made of wood and some kind of poor metal structure. So this is a typical classroom made of straw. As you can see, this is during the break, the playtime period. So students, this is how they leave the school, the books and so on. And this is the same class. As you see, the poor kids are sitting on the ground. How can you sit on the ground and write well and think well? It's very difficult. So we came up with a kind of kit where we invented these parts that we are going to assemble, and they're all made in metal, and they're painted, we put anti-rust paint on them to make sure they are protected. And this is how the table looks like. And this can be put together in 5 minutes and taken apart in 5 minutes. So 3 to 4 kids can sit on this table because our kids are very small. You know, they're not fat really, they're so skinny. So they can fit in, 5 can fit in, you know, on one bench. So this is a blackboard, you know, made in metal, and this can last for decades because we used to have blackboards made in wood, in poor wood or plywood, so they don't last. Termites, you know, the elements can just destruct them, destroy them. And we came up with a kind of mobile latrine. So this is, you see the mold there, and the first picture on top, and then we, of course, kind of put some concrete. We make a slab, and then we dig a pit about 1.5 meters deep because you don't want to affect the water table because there are very, very infectious diseases in Niger. This is the cost. It's on average about $570, I think, if my calculation is good. So as you see, $45 for the table and bench assembled together, $100 for the table and the chair, and the bookshelf is about $175, and the latrine is the most expensive, but you know it's worth it. And then the $55,000. So again, on behalf of all the Rotarians from Oregon, I thank you very much. And as you always say, we always involve God in our thanks. So God bless you, and may we make our dreams real. And thank you very much.
Wow. Do you feel like your world just expanded? I certainly feel like mine. And that's how all of our Rotarians in District 5100 have felt as a result of the partners coming here in our Partners in Service program and the project fair that we held just recently in Beaverton, Oregon, USA. Please check out more of them on our district website, rotarydistrict5100.org.